Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Faithwalk 101. We are so glad that you could join us. We've been talking about being responsible. And you know, the things that we're doing today is not new. You know, people think that they're just coming up with this. The Bible tells us, Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived, says there is nothing new under the sun. We find that in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 9 through 18. Nothing new. Oh yeah, we thought that we just come up with all this stuff about how to be irresponsible and doing our own thing. No, my friends, ever since sin came into the world, man has continued a repeated behavior. But the Bible tells us, in the book of Romans, Paul says that these things were written for our example. The things that we are studying about in the past, they're examples for us so that we can do better. All the inventions in this world, my friends, and man's behavior has not changed. Everything that we have invented, technology has sped up, and there's so many things that we can do today that man could not do years ago. All these inventions in the world and man's behavior hasn't changed. Human nature remains the same. The things written in the Bible were written for our learning. Paul says that in Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, that we might have patience and comfort from the scriptures, that we might have hope. See, we read about the things that they did in the past, and we don't want to repeat those things. But there is nothing new under the sun. The same old behavior that man did way back then, we're doing today. There's nothing new. Being irresponsible and not doing the things that we should do. We should be learning and improving. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 through 14, this is what Solomon writes. He says, after all the things that we do, all the things that we chase after, all the things we say we have to have, all the things that we believe will make us a better person, all the things that's going to improve our lives, all the things that gives us comfort, all the things that's going to make us rich, all the things that we constantly pursue all our life. This is what Solomon comes up with at the end in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 to 14. He says the conclusion of the matter, and this is this: fear God and keep his commandments. This applies to every person. This is the whole duty of man. Man, period. What do we mean by fear God? Reverence him, my friends. Respect God and his creation and what he's done, what Jesus did for us on the cross. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Keep his commandments. This applies to every human being on this earth. My friends, so you think, some people think, they've come up with a new way to exploit the system. That's right. We've got all sorts of things, but none of this is new. That's right. We're going to exploit the system and never give. Some people, they never give. All they think about is taking, stealing, getting, take, and ignore God's will. The conclusion of the matter is to fear God and to keep his commandments. But there is nothing new under the sun. That's right. There's nothing that man is trying to do that hasn't been done before. Man will give an account for his life. He will give an account for all the irresponsible fun that he thinks that he's having. You see, there's nothing new under the sun. Did I say that once? I say that twice. I say that 3 times. Nothing new under the sun. There in the end will be nowhere that the ungodly can run. And one day, every human being will give an account to the Son. That's right, Jesus Christ, he is coming back. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, my friends, all the things that we're seeing happening today is not new. If we go all the way back to Genesis, remember why God flooded the earth? He said that every evil thought that was in man's heart, what did he do? He did it. Are we seeing that today? It is like Everything is being repeated. We're seeing evil on steroids. People hurting one another and not having any remorse at all about it, justified in hurting others. And we're saying, a lot of us old timers are saying, wow, I remember growing up, these things didn't happen. It wasn't like this. Solomon said, there is nothing new under the sun. Everything that's being done today has already been done before. It makes you sad to see that we cannot grow and learn from the past. That's not everybody. I know it's not everybody. But we want to advance the gospel. Remember what Jesus told the disciples. Go and make disciples, teaching them to observe all the things that I've taught you. So the things that we've learned, the things that we apply, the way that we are following Christ, we want to teach others about that. There will be people that are rejecting the truth, that are against God. They're in rebellion. And Solomon said, there is nothing new under the sun. I know it might seem like, wow, these are terrible times, and people are behaving badly. Man has been behaving badly for a very long time. If we go all the way back to Genesis, remember why God flooded the earth. It's because of the same behavior that we are seeing today. And you know what that reminds, what makes me think of is it's getting close. It's getting close to that time when our Lord Jesus Christ will return. Not trying to scare you, my friends. I just want to tell you the truth. And you know what? I look forward to that day when he comes back, because I know that he is the only one that can put a stop to all the things that's happening in our world. There is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing that we're doing today that has not been done before. Yes, they might not have had cars and airplanes and internet and telephones, and the list goes on and on. But the behavior of evil was still the same. Man still set out to hurt and rebel against God. Nothing has changed, my friends. This whole new game that man thinks that he has come up with is nothing new. And that's what Solomon said. I say it once, I say it twice, I say it 3 times, I want to say it again. There is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that man is doing today that hasn't been done before. So we should not be surprised at the evil that is being done, my friends. It's because man is in rebellion against God. But as Christians, we want to remember this one thing. What Paul writes in Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, he says, I beseech you, brothers and sisters, that you present your bodies, your lives, as a living sacrifice. Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world. What's the pattern of this world? In rebellion against God. But be transformed by what? The renewing of your mind. And so we're allowing the Spirit of God, as we study His Word, to renew our minds. And we're looking at the pattern, the old pattern, that is the same pattern, that is the new pattern, that is all the same. Nothing new under the sun is still being done. Evil is still being done. And I look forward to the day when our Lord Jesus Christ comes back. I know man thinks he's getting away with it. You know, he thinks that being irresponsible and not accountable, but one day every knee will bow and give an account to our Lord Jesus Christ. My friends, that is something that we need to think about. But what we want to do as believers is tell others, tell as many people as we can about the hope that we have inside of us. And remember, we want to do it with decency and respect, because it's all about love. Continue to join us on Faithwalk 101 as we talk more about these things. Thank you, my friends.